Hi there, cosmic friends! Greetings from the water on this last day of the calendar year 2019. Here we go. A year comes to a close, and yet, as we know astrologically, there are different cycles. There are solar cycles, lunar cycles, and then there's a year that is according to the Gregorian calendar, but not aligned with solstices or new moons. So it's just another way of measuring time, yet very conditioned. And this very piece about being very conditioned by societal constructs and containers is actually coming up early this year already, as we are moving to the Capricorn new moon on January 5th or 6th, depending on where you are on planet Earth. Here's January 5th. And that is in Capricorn. As I said, Capricorn rules time, rules measurements, rules segments, categories, hierarchies, structures in general. Yet this solar eclipse that we're having, partial solar eclipse, is bringing some of the old world, the old hierarchies, the old conditionings, the old fear and control based stuff to a release. It's an eclipse with the south node, which means like the emphasis is more on endings rather than on new beginnings of a new moon. And at the same time, you're having a lot of Capricorn in the zodiac, emphasized already with the sun, of course, and the moon with the new moon. And also Mercury will go into Capricorn on January the 4th until the 23rd. Only 19 days this time because Mercury moves very fast, yet it will pick up the energy and communicate and trigger some of the Capricornian themes, including the sun, not the sun, no, will connect with the sun in Aquarius, but Saturn, Pluto, and the south node. Plus it will connect with Aries energy, which is another big piece here into early 2017. 2019. I'm retro. Early 2019. Mars is going into Aries here today on December 31st until February 14th. And so that brings a lot of dynamic energy, assertion, authenticity, autonomy, agency, get going, activation, lots of A's, into our life, where we've been maybe rather chill, rather relaxed, rather in a not so much doing, more of a surfing, more relaxed and maybe holiday, letting things unfold mode with Mars in Pisces. Oh, they're a Piscean realm with Mars in Pisces since mid-November. Yeah, but that's shifting, and you probably already noticed, technically it shifts already this evening here on December 31st. Mars is starting a new cycle in its own sign of Aries. So as I said in the blog post, it's about bringing out your own superhero, superheroine, your activist. Let them emerge and let them bring you fresh energy as if it was spring, which it is in Victoria, looks like. Anyhow, yeah, so if you have any project you want to get going, fantastic time. Uranus will go out of retro on January the 6th, just after the new moon. And that is the last one to go out of retro, and we'll have a retro-free zone, technically from January the 6th until March the 5th, when Mercury goes back into retro, so basically for 2 months. Retro-free zone, in other words, things can happen, accelerate, get going. If you have any projects, excellent. Also with Saturn in Capricorn and Mercury in Capricorn, Mars in Aries. So there's a few planets in their own signs now. Mars is in its own sign, Aries. Jupiter's in its own sign, Sagittarius. Saturn's in its own sign, Capricorn. And Neptune is in its own sign of Pisces. That dynamic will go on as long as Mars is in Aries, which will be until March 14th. So a natural alignment with these archetypes and the energies where they're natural and best at. Excellent time for fresh projects. And yes, as I said, the new moon is actually rather also an old moon of a release of old Capricornian conditionings, mindsets, beliefs, fear, guilt, control based, and so on, to clear the space for something that's more in our authentic authority. And and to drop all sorts of excess weight and what we've been carrying, and it's quite a clearing energy, which you can already use now, of course, because it's also the end of the lunar phase of the lunar cycle before the new moon. I leave it with this, short and sweet, and so last view from the ocean. Enjoy, and I will continue my walk and continue to write a few things in a special Astro News for the new year. And there's already a few blogs up about Mars in Aries and Mercury in Capricorn. Stay tuned, and if you like, come to our New Year's Parlour, New Year's Astro Parlour on the 9th of January, or come still for a 3-time session. So the 3-time offer is extended until Epiphany, until the 6th of January. If you would like to treat yourself or share a 2-for-1 with someone or treat someone else, this is the time, and we'll want to dedicate it also to an outlook into the new. Take care, many blessings, ciao ciao.